So the Dalmores, our history and our heritage goes back a long time, about 178 years now. We started in 1839, a creation of one man, Sir Alexander Matheson. He created the distillery. He was a pioneer, a visionary, a politician. He brought the railway to Scotland. He was involved in trading. So his vision was to create the first super premium malt whisky at a time when whiskies were being only aged for maybe 3 or 4 years. He decided he wanted to create a luxury malt whisky product. He had some guys who ran the distillery for him, and they eventually took over the distillery in 1867, and that was Charles and Andrew Mackenzie, and they really were the ones who took the Dalmore to where we know it today. So in that respect, lots of distilleries will use sherry casks to finish their whisky. At Dalmore, what we have is the exclusive right for one particular brand of sherry. So we use the sherry from Spain, from Jerez de la Frontera, where the famous region for making sherry is, and the company that we work closely with and have been working with for 150 years is González Baez. And what we have, because of this long relationship with González Baez, we have exclusive right to their very aged Methuselah 30-year-old casks. Only Dalmore received these casks. So the sherry comes in different forms. So you can have a white, dry, pale, sweet sherry. You can have a dark one, which is very sweet or less sweet. So we tend to use the dark sherries, the Amoroso, Oloroso, Solera types, Methuselah. These are dark, rich, full-flavored, sweet sherries. And what this sherry does, after the spirit has been in the bourbon cask, we then transfer it into the sherry cask, and this imparts all the flavour and all the colour. This is why Dalmore is a very nice dark colour, all coming from inside of those sherry casks. Because they gave us great flavour profile. So we get lots of nice nuttiness coming from them. We get sort of demerara sugar notes. We get sultanas and raisins, lots of almonds. These are flavours that work well with our spirit. It's not everyone who can use full dark sherry casks. It's not a given that it always works with your spirit. But at Dalmore we're very fortunate. After the period of time in the bourbon, it sits very naturally with us. To use these dark aged sherries. It gives our whisky a sophistication, a richness, a complexity, which is really nice, easy on the palate, very easy to drink whiskies. So in terms of sizing of casks, it's not so much the sizes but the quality of the cask. So bourbon casks, we use only the super premium bourbon casks. So from America we're buying what they call the super select, so paying a little bit extra, a little bit more for those casks. Sherry butts traditionally will come in a bigger size anyway. So different sizes of casks, but it's more about the sherry or the port, or we use red wine casks, we use champagne casks. It's more about what the cask has contained as opposed to the size. Obviously the bigger the cask will yield more bottles, but it's really to do with the flavour profile coming from the cask to what the cask has held previously that's important to us.